Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. Today's date is Monday, September 13th, 2021, so this will have covered the week of September 6th through the 12th of 2021. This was not a super productive week. I was very busy working on one specific game that you can probably see here, so I earned progress in a total of 3 games. So this might be a bit of a shorter video overall because, like I said, just not a whole lot of progress made this week, not too much to talk about. So starting out, we have the North American PS4 version of Ladders by Palgi. Now, normally this would probably be one of the fastest and easiest Palgi Platinums out there. You can do this one in probably half an hour. It's very simple. Basically, you have to solve a certain 50 specific, well, not even specific, you just have to solve a total of 50 puzzles, including the first one and the last one, and just solve a total of 50. Basically, you replace one letter in each word on like a ladder rung, and create a new word with it, and link them together. Like, what was that old show? I swear there was an old show on like the Game Show Network that reminds me of that, called like, maybe not Chain Link, or it was something like that. It was like you said a word that led into another word that led into another word. It's kind of hard to describe. Maybe I can figure it out at some point, but it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So it's a very easy platinum. The problem is I have never run into this many issues, this many bugs and glitches in a Palgi game ever. First off, I had that really weird issue again that I had the last time I did a Palgi game where it was like I couldn't connect or sync trophies, or it was some really bizarre error, like NJ dash some series of numbers. I'm pretty sure that wasn't very specific at all. So I don't know what it is with Palgi games, but it's the only 2 games that it's ever happened in were Palgi games. So I don't know what it is. I can't really understand why that was happening. But at the very least, I eventually got it to work. But even so, this trophy glitched out on me, so I had to resolve the first puzzle a couple of times. Then you have the minute considering the next move. That's very easy. Nothing to worry about with that one. You'll probably end up getting that one naturally on the final puzzle, because the final puzzle takes a couple minutes, because it's like 12 ladder rungs. You have to solve a total of 50 puzzles. Like I said, you solve the first 49, and you solve the 150th. Then you have to, well, that's the other trophy right there. Then you have to try something that is not a word, which is, interestingly, not the easiest thing in the world, because I'm pretty sure that half the things in this game are not actual words, or at least, well, I think that this might be a British developer or something, so maybe that's why some of them are. I could be completely wrong on that, don't take my word for that. Try the same wrong word twice in a row, very easy. Reset a puzzle, very easy. And yes, this classic trophy is a little bit tougher in this game, because you only have 3, 4, and 5 letter words, and you really only get a few opportunities that I know of to get this trophy. The best place to do it is in the final level, because that one has so many rungs and 5 letter words, so it's pretty easy. Just, I would recommend maybe looking at like PowerPix's guide. He's got a good guide for this game. So then you have to do this one by completing a ladder in fewer steps than shown, so this one's going to come naturally if you're just looking at a picture guide. You have to complete a ladder working from the top to the bottom and then from the bottom to the top, which are both very easy. You have to complete one ending in the middle. This trophy glitched on me, and I could not get it to unlock until I completely deleted the game and the save data for it after getting pretty much all of the other major trophies, all of the, cumulative trophies. And I had to do that, so I don't know why that happened. Again, I've never run into that many issues with this game. I don't get it at all. Then you have to change a letter to each letter of the alphabet to make a word. Most of these are going to come naturally just by beating the game, though I want to say that, was it J that glitched out on me? Yeah, J glitched out on me here. It didn't unlock the first time I did the final puzzle, so I had to redo the final puzzle to get that to unlock. So once again, I don't know where that happened from or why that happened. And then there's 1 or 2 other letters where you're going to have to log into like a specific puzzle, like Q. There's only a few puzzles where you can do that one on, and V, there's only a few puzzles you can do that one on. So you are going to have to jump around a little bit for those, but it's nothing much to worry about. You also have to complete a 3, 4, and 5 letter ladder, which you're going to get naturally by solving those specific puzzles that I mentioned previously. And you also have to take at least 12 steps to complete a puzzle, which you will get naturally by doing the final puzzle. So overall, very quick and easy platinum trophy, but like I said, don't know why it was so buggy on me. I've never had that happen before, so again, I have no idea. So let's move on to Battlefield 4. We are now 100% of the way through 3 DLCs and nearly done with the 4th one, so I'm very happy with the progress. So Second Assault was done, yep, and Naval Strike was also done. So China Rising. With this one, the only thing we had left was the assignments, and most specifically, we had the 10-hour assignment. Now, this DLC, the miscellaneous trophies are all pretty easy. There's nothing really to worry about with those. A few of the assignments are tougher, but even to boost, like they're not tough if you boost them. They just take some time, and they take a lot more time than they probably should, like getting, I think it's 15 kills with the bomber or something, which requires you to, if you're playing 2v2, you're going to have to run it like 8 times, which takes absolutely forever. But you have to play China Rising maps for a total of 10 hours, which is a little bit ridiculous. It's not something you're going to get naturally anymore, because there's so few lobbies of people playing the DLC maps, and it's pretty much only air superiority, so if you don't like air superiority, then you're kind of SOL on that, and you'll just have to boost it anyway. So I would recommend boosting the assignments, and especially that 10 hours. You can basically, it's very easy to rubber band your controller in this game. You don't really have to have any inputs. You can just tie a rubber band around your 2 control sticks and have them facing inward toward one another, and just spin in circles for an hour per conquest match, and then just, repeat that however many times is needed to finish out the remaining trophies, or finishing out the remaining amount of time. Just make sure to save that for the last thing that you do for the DLC, so that you can cut down on the grinding a little bit by doing everything else along the way. And then Dragon's Teeth. We got all of the miscellaneous trophies done on this DLC, and almost all of the assignments. So winning 2 rounds of Chain Link is pretty easy, but no one plays the mode anymore, so you're gonna need to boost this one. 5 minutes with the Ballistic Shield. This is an unlockable. You get it from completing an assignment in this DLC. So it'll take a little bit of time to unlock, but spending 5 minutes using it, once you unlock it, you can obviously do this in any match and be fine without a problem. You have to play around on each of the 4 Dragon's Teeth maps, which is probably not going to happen naturally anymore, just because, once again, no one's playing these maps, really. So that's one you're most likely going to have to boost. You also have to get 5 kills in a round with the Rower. We did this on the map with the giant dam on it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one with the giant dam on it. And you find the Rower. It's like a weapon that you pick up on the ground, like you can pick up some of the high-powered sniper rifles and rocket launchers on other maps. So you pick it up, and you just use it to get 5 kills in a single round. Very simple. And, once you die, it'll respawn there after a couple minutes. So very simple. So yeah, nothing much to worry about with the miscellaneous trophies as long as you boost them, but they do take a little bit of time, but not that much time, like probably 2 to 3 hours maximum to get all of these things done, which will then stick you with the assignments. And this time around, the assignments, well, honestly, most of the assignments are still pretty easy. They're a little bit time-consuming, but they're still pretty easy overall. However, there is another 10-hour assignment in this DLC, which is highly unfortunate. So we are at, I think, 5 hours each. I might be a few minutes ahead of them because I managed to get into like 1 match on my own. But we're all at around like 5 to 5.5 hours on this DLC. So we got a good amount of time to go. So that's going to be one of my priorities this week, is we're just going to turn on the consoles for a couple hours most nights and just, spend 2 conquest rounds, 2 hours, just rubber banding the controller, playing something else on the meantime, like playing on the PS3 or the Vita or the Switch or something like that, and just, let the timer run, and we should be good to go that way. So very simple. And of course, you can rent servers in this game, which is what I highly recommend doing. It's $7 for a week, or it's like $1.50 a day if you just do it day by day. And you are going to need quite a few boosting sessions to knock this game out, specifically because of those 10-hour things. But you can knock out all of the miscellaneous trophies and all of the non-time-related assignments from the first DLC, the first 4 DLCs, probably in a weekend if you really sort of focused on it. And then you just have the 10-hour assignments left for both of those DLCs. Now, you notice I didn't mention Final Stand because I think Final Stand is going to be the most, I guess, obnoxious of all the DLCs to do. because you have to play on all the maps, which is simple enough by boosting. You have to get a kill with the Titan engines, which is simple enough while boosting. Same with, again, the one random hidden trophy for killing with an icicle. Nothing to worry about with those if you boost. The vehicles, I'm assuming they only spawn on certain maps on certain sides of each map, but they should be fairly easy to boost. But some of the assignments in the final DLC are quite a bit more brutal. For example, you have to, I'm pulling it up right now, you have to travel a certain distance in a vehicle as well as get 30 kills with it. You have to get 10 road kills with a snowmobile, 300 seconds of airtime, so 5 minutes of airtime with the snowmobile, 15 vehicles destroyed with the Letkov, and 600 seconds spent in the Letkov. I wrote it in seconds. I have no idea why I did that. Who knows? I probably wrote this a couple months ago. And, 25 kills with the Shupanov 42. 5 minutes in the air with the launch pad. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I wrote there or what I meant to write there. And then for the gold challenge, you have to get 10 wins on each of the 4 maps, as well as 10 hours spent. So we probably won't have to do too much extra time on this one, but it's going to be kind of annoying to do. So not looking forward to the assignments for Final Stand. But once we get those done, we will be done with Battlefield 4, and I will have another numbered Battlefield game done. We've actually been talking about maybe doing 2042 or 2043. I can't remember what it's called, whatever the one is on the PS3 that's all multiplayer, because it's pretty easy to boost, so we might do that one in the near future. I don't know when, though. Well, maybe not near future, but at some point in the future. Ghost is trying to push me into doing Bad Company 2. I don't really think I want to do that right now, because we've already got enough other boosts to worry about. That's a much more... that one's obviously not as bad as Bad Company 1, but it's just not something I really feel like doing right now. I'm a little bit battlefielded out at this point, because we've been working on this for a few weeks online. And finally, we have Spy Hunter for the PS Vita. This one came out of absolutely nowhere. I got a really, really good deal on it for a fairly uncommon game. It didn't come with the case or the manual. It was just the cartridge, but I got a very good deal on it, so I decided, why not? The guide says it's a 2 out of 10. I don't necessarily agree with that. I'd say it's a 3 out of 10 at least, maybe as high as a 4 out of 10, but that's completely because I might be messing something up and might not be doing something right. Apparently, the one trophy that I was worried about is actually not as hard as I thought, and I also found out that I was doing something wrong whenever you're in the on-rails turret sections when you're inside of the Spy Hunter truck. You apparently have a machine gun as well, which I didn't realize, so I did the first 2 times that you have to deal with that with only the grenade launcher, so I guess that's kind of awesome. So you have to finish a mission without firing any weapons. You can do that on the tutorial mission. You have to fully upgrade a weapon, which is going to come naturally. You have to destroy 15 enemies in a single mission, should come naturally. You have to destroy 4 enemies, each with a different weapon in a single mission, which is probably going to come naturally. Travel a total of 150 kilometers. That's going to be unmissable. That's like that's like maybe 100-ish miles for those of us in the US. Then you have to use the shield to avoid significant damage. You don't get the shield until later in the game. I think for this one you have to use it to dodge like a set amount of damage in one mission or something. You have to get 10 kills with the rear-mounted flamethrower in a single mission, which isn't too hard once you get it upgraded. You have to get intel on all 14 enemy vehicles. A few of them are mission-specific, but most of them spawn in multiple missions, so it's not too tough there. You have to have 4 fully upgraded weapons in your loadout, so 1 from each category. You have to destroy 50 enemies using the UAV in a single playthrough of the Eye in the Sky mission, which I don't think I've completed yet. You have a story-related trophy here for finishing all the missions. You have to make it through a mission using only the Shocker, which is fairly easy because you can do it in like the first mission of the game, I believe. You have to travel 5 kilometers while in the air. I don't know if that means, actually, jumping off of stuff, or if that's something that we're going to get later, like with a vehicle or something. You have to spend 2 minutes invisible during a single mission with the cloak. I don't have the cloak yet. Then you have to do this one. I'm not sure exactly how I got this one, but I guess I just got it sort of naturally while playing through like a lot of people do. Complete any mission using only your machine guns is very simple. Complete the training mission, that's a story-related trophy. Destroy 20 boats and travel 20 kilometers on water are both very easy. I'm sure there's a place to grind them out. Selecting a new paint job, you have to purchase it and then select it. then this is the one that I was kind of worried about, the Spy Hunter Pro status, but apparently you actually don't have to do all the objectives in a single playthrough. You can do them over the course of multiple playthroughs, which is a lot easier, you know? That's going to make this a whole heck of a lot easier. You have to destroy the entire convoy in Rogue in under 60 seconds. You need fully upgraded weapons for that. You need to complete a mission without taking damage. I think it just means you have to finish the mission with full health, which I did manage to do, and you could also definitely go back and do it once you have the shield. I think some of these later missions are designed to be done after you spend a little bit of time going back and grinding points. This one, I don't know if I've done this mission yet. And then 150,000 research points is probably going to be a bit of a grind. That might be the last trophy you get. Yeah, it's one of the last ones. The game's not bad, but it's not what I'd consider great. And like I said, I think it's a little bit tougher than the guide on PSN Profile says, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just missing something. So if the trophies ever decide to sync, I will be right back with you guys. Okay, well, it doesn't want to sync today. It's giving me a weird error, so I don't know. It's got to be something with my PS4 at this point, or it could be something with my internet here. I have no idea. Whatever it is, though, I don't know. Anyway, level 741, 24%, 21,216 total trophies, 539 platinums, 3,249 golds, 5,718 silvers, 11,710 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. I intend to get done with the 4th DLC in Battlefield 4, and I think we're also going to be able to get done with the miscellaneous trophies and some of the assignments from the final DLC. This should be the last weekend that we need to boost, because I think we're going to be able to knock everything out, which will finally mean we can get back to streaming soon. Very happy for that. And I see a good game that'll be fun to stream down here. We got some Maneater that I just got on GameFly and will play at some point. That game is a lot of fun from what I've heard. Also, look down here, guys. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I bought it because it was half price. It probably wasn't the best deal ever, and it was a bit of an impulse purchase, but I bought it. So I'll be playing that at some point, even though it doesn't auto-pop to the PS5, which is really, really unfortunate. But hey, you know, it's there, I bought it, and it's only got one DLC, which is nice. It's like, it looks like the new Call of Duty games might be starting a new trend of only having one DLC that actually has trophies, because there's so much focus now on Warzone, and I am completely okay with that, because those DLCs take up a lot of time in the old games. So, otherwise, this week should be fairly normal video schedule. I'm glad that I pre-recorded numerous recipe videos, because that's been good for this sort of lull in streaming until I can get back into that. That's really about it, though. There's not too much more to mention here. Like I said, not a super long update, not too many games played. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. Like I said, hopefully this will be the last non-stream week for a while, because hopefully we can get that stuff done. We'll have to see, though. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you for the next video.